driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning, everybody. Look at that. I'm even here before 11. I keep sharing to the same places here. No, don't do that yet. All right. It is Saturday. All day. One more share. There we go. I'm going to put it in WhatsApp also. And we're here. Don't text me you can't make it. Just don't show up. That's what that is. So there's a couple of people that I send message to. You didn't have to leave, man. Lower your expectations, especially if you come here. All right, lower your damn expectations. But Amber sends me a message that it's a picture that she's listening to a song, and she says, I'll be there in 3 minutes. So I'll just sit around and wait. Today we're going to be talking about foresight and utilizing foresight. You can do this a lot when you're speaking with a newcomer. Okay? Your experience can be foresight. Okay? I know it feels like foresight only goes forward because foresight, and it usually does, but having foresight means that, you're going to have some empathy, but we're going to be doing a lot of thinking. You're going to think these things through. See, humans usually react the same way. Things usually go in an order, and we understand that. And that's foresight. That's all that is. When we see somebody acting a certain way, like somebody gets really angry all the time, where they weren't. Maybe they're, we have some foresight here that they may relapse. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm going to be your host. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch, or maybe you're done listening to your favorite song and you have not joined us. Give me a second. Can't tell if that's Orson yelling or if a cat's in trouble. If it was a cat in trouble, I'd be hearing it some more right now. So, okay. We got 5 cats in the house, so I don't know how we do it, but we pull it off. Not all of them hang out. 2 of them are upstairs and 3 are downstairs, and we kind of keep them separate. Hello, Gary and Amber. Gee, Amber, I'm glad you're done listening to your song. I thought that was funny. Yeah. Screaming kid, cat in trouble. Yeah, it sounds a lot the same. It's a high-pitched, annoying sound. Period. Yep, you got to keep them separated. Don't I love it? I'll go for some Offspring. My favorite song by them is called "Gone Away." I love that song. The beat in it and the way he sings it, it's just got so much emotion in it. I love Offspring. I love a lot of that 90 um, offshoot rock and roll that we had, like the Bloodhound Gang. You and me. God, nothing but... All right. How about Peaches? Millions of Peaches. Peaches for free. Yeah. Presidents of the United States of America, man. Great band. Great band. Millions of people. I can't do too much singing or they will cut my video. So, enough. Enough. I just wasted time because I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. That's a joke. Get it? Foresight. Don't know what I'm going to talk about. Okay. All right. Stupid joke. Does foresight mean you're going to predict the future? No. Will people think you're predicting the future? Yeah. People are lemmings, man. They do the same thing. They always do the same thing. They do. Look at everybody going for these $50 cups. And how is Cat Williams back on the scene? All of a sudden, must be it must be a presidential year, huh? Clamors have already started. In fact, there's one guy that yeah, I said he was doing wrong, and we found out yesterday, oh yeah, he was on that fucking list. And he runs a bunch of your recovery money. What? And we're surprised. I'm not. Okay. I'm not. I'm not surprised. People are fucked up, man. I'm glad I don't live that way. But for the grace of God, I would never go. No. Even in my alcoholism, nope. So I'm not even going to say, but for the grace of God, go I, because that is not true. Let's look up the definition. I believe I still have it up. I do not. Foresight. I had it up. The ability to predict or the action of predicting what will happen or be needed in the future. Okay. The club, podcasting, all the education that we do, it's all foresight. Okay. See, I have some foresight. I've been around the program for a little bit. It means I've been through it. And the same thing's going to happen. After this weekend, we are going to get a new set of people in the program. They're like, oh, it's going to happen this week. I'm like, nope. They ain't been to court yet. Okay. Okay. They didn't go to see, they didn't go to court till starting Tuesday. It's a 3-day weekend for the court system. Okay. People are on vacation till the end of this week. Okay. I know this stuff. I've been there before. It gives me foresight to what's going to happen next. Okay. And that's not foresight support. What does demonstrate foresight mean? Come on, ask questions correctly. I mean, come on. The ability to see what will or might happen in the future. They had the foresight to invest money, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, foresight is based on information. It's not just, oh, I'm predicting the future. No, it is based on information you currently have of things that have happened in the past. right? I'll give you a good foresight. Because, see, I give foresight. My experience is foresight for people who have not been through it. Yeah. And what happens is oh man, you seem to know everything. No, I've just done this a lot. Okay, a lot. Here's a great foresight. Here's a good example. I'll hear people, I always relapse at 30, 69. Stop counting. And it works almost every single time. Bunch of people in our 3 o'clock decided to stop counting. Of course, half of them laughed. It seems to be working. Okay. Is it going to work for them? I don't know. But it worked for me. And if foresight is anything, it's going to continue to work for them. And it'll continue to work for anybody that truly attempts it. Okay. It isn't the time. The time wasn't the problem. This was. Time wasn't the problem. No. The problem was they're an alcoholic. That's the problem. They're drinking beyond an urge beyond their control. Okay? What is it? Happiness. It's happiness, I'm telling you. Okay. January 6th, as individuals and as a fellowship, Bill W. continued, we shall surely suffer if we cast the whole idea of planning for tomorrow into a fallacious idea of providence. We've got to plan for the future. Okay. Living a day at a time is fantastic. It's what we do. But if I did not look into the future a little bit, I don't have to what if it, then would the club be here? No, it wouldn't. Would the podcast? No. Was that what I was going for? No. But that's where it ended. See? I had some foresight that something needed to be done. I just wasn't sure what it was. I went after a resource center. God said, no, Dion, because you don't have the money to rent a place. So I'm going to give you this church for free and we're going to do AA meetings. He's like, that's much better for you. Okay. But if I didn't have the foresight to start, nothing would have happened. Okay. How did I do that? I removed all expectations. Okay. YouTube seen me go, how much is it since YouTube been around? Gary been around for a little while now. Okay. Trudging Together has changed more times than a drag queen on show night. How about that? I just made that up. I guarantee you it's not original, though. Somebody told that joke before me. I guarantee it. I'll guarantee it. That's all guarantee. God's real providence has endowed us human beings with a considerable capability for foresight. And he evidently expects us to use it. Ooh, he expects us to use it. Yeah. He gave us a brain to use, man. We got to use it. Right? When do we start using it and foresight becomes something good? When we start thinking of other people. In the third step, you start utilizing foresight. Oh, I don't have foresight. Bullshit. This is one of those things where if you deny it, you won't use it. But you got it. Everybody has it. You want to know where it sits? You already know. Just ask your intuition. That's it. Just ask your intuition, man. Of course, we shall often miscalculate the future. Yeah, just like it was going to be a resource center, but that's not what happened. Okay. And it's neat because even the naysayer at the church is like, wow, you guys did great today. You know, And that was because, and nobody showed up. Okay. We had people on Zoom, but nobody showed up to the actual club. And that's okay. It's all right. We worked past that. I told her nobody showed up here, but we had, this many people on Zoom. And she's like, that's a real good job. Good job. Okay. And it is because I know that she's worried about the church. This is foresight. Somebody before me came along and abused the church. Several people did. Okay. So, what is my job? My first job is to appease their fears. That's my first job. Yeah. She gave me a set of instructions to take care of the church, and I did it to a T. And then what do? I take the 2 extra steps I always do. Hey, I'm done cleaning up. Would you like to check on it? No, that's okay. I trust you. Okay? We can do these things now. Okay? Beggars can't be choosers, man. Right, Amber? We were talking about that yesterday. And then Scott came up with a better idea than us. See? It's great to speak our thoughts out loud sometimes, our ideas, because the people around us may say, hey, you know what? This would probably work better for, oh yeah, it would. See, I was talking about this big speaker. He's like, just get a nice sound bar. And he's right. That's perfect. Bam. See? God will always provide as long as we are willing to stay open-minded. Okay? I don't see how it needs to be. My thought is just the deaf people and back need to hear. That's it. Right? I don't care about fancy. It doesn't need to look good. Blah, blah. Okay. Of course, we shall often miscalculate the future in whole or in part, but that is better than to refuse to think at all. Do not use that. Do not use the serenity prayer to avoid the work you need to do. Don't do it. Okay. In the beginning, there's a lot of things that you're not going to be able to change. Okay. You can't change people, places, or things. I don't know. I'm changing Adams County right now. So yeah, we can. But you got to do the work first. Because otherwise, I will approach these people like the enemy and they will act in kind. That's what will happen. Because my anger, my fear will come out. And when that comes out, what they're just dealing with is a mental health issue. Okay? Right? It's things like, I was just listening to some Peterson before I came on, and he was talking about finding Mr. Right, things like that. The key is to become Mr. Right, not to search for Mr. Right or Miss Right or Miss Wrong. It is to become Mr. Right. That's the key. And then Mrs. Right will come along. Right? When Shan and I got together, I'm going to tell you, we were sick, man. Both of us. We were sick. We were going through a lot of problems. Okay? And we decided to get married. And when we did that, we married each other's problems. And we've gotten through them together. Together, man. We were both just as sick as the other one. But we grew together. And because of that, we have a bond that I've never had with anybody. And I enjoy it very, very much. Okay? She's the first person I've ever been with that I am not worried that she's going to leave me. Now, that was bad in the beginning, and I abused it. Okay? No more, man. Have I begun to believe that I am only an actor in a play which the manager directs? Nah, I don't want to just be an actor in a play, but I'm okay with it. I'll play my part, and if somebody else has the lead, I'll make sure I tone down so that their part is, you know. I've actually been thinking about doing some backup singing. That might be kind of cool. Because I'm not a great lead singer, okay, but I'm great at copying other people. All right, I do a lot of voices and stuff, not just of people, but of different dialects and things like that. And I have a huge range. Anyway, today I pray may I make the prudent use of the foresight and the power of choice which God has given me, to plan wisely, one step at a time, without becoming a slave to apprehension, regret, or anxiety. Ooh, just called me out again. Darn it. I forgot about that word. Apprehension, man. I am Mr. Apprehension. I'm feeling it today, too. I'm feeling it today. Okay. I pray that God's will be done through each exercising of my own will, which He, in His goodness, has given me. Today, I will remember God's will, my will to be. Foresight is some pretty cool stuff. Okay. And I'm glad that it came up. Where did I get it? Oh, I got it from the reading. I was thinking I got it from a, something online or something. So I was going to talk on it, but I didn't. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This is the way. This is the way. I love you. Peace out and have a day.